Welcome to the 2022 Capitol Officials Association Baseball Rules Clinic number 1. I'm your host, Greg Stanley. On the screen now is the list of association officers. The regional supervisor is Ron Sebastian. The board of directors, Reed Churchill will serve 1 more year, Rob Silverthorne will serve 2 more years, and Greg Stanley will serve 3 more years. The review committee, Pete Goswick will serve 1 more year, Richie Hogg 2 more years, and Warren Knapp 3 more years. And the grievance committee, David Lindsay will serve 1 more year, Roger Sherwood 2 more years, and Craig Weinberg 3 more years. Contact information you see on the screen. Again, Ron Sebastian is the regional supervisor. Greg Stanley, Reed Churchill, Brett Dickerson, and Richie Hogg all lead some of the local clinics. So see the contact information and reach out to an individual that you may need to ask questions to. As the contact information continues, you see information for Oscar Pace, Steve McNeil, and Sean Spence. Once again, clinic leaders to reach out if you have additional questions. To register with the High School Athletic Association through Dragonfly, please follow the link listed as item number 1, dragonflymax.com/officials. You must pay the registration fee for all sports and the insurance fee that is being charged. You will not be eligible to work until you've paid in full. You also need to pay Ron Sebastian the booking fee, and then check the main arbiter page for his registration form. The eligibility requirements to umpire high school baseball are as follows: a background check, which will be conducted by the Athletic Association. You must pass that. Attend 6 local clinics. Make sure you view the Athletic Association State Rules Clinic that will be online. There will be an attestation form to complete after viewing that video. That video will be eligible February 7th through February 24th. You must complete the NFHS concussion course online, and the date for that is it must be completed on a date after May 17th, 2021. If you've completed one previously, prior to that date, you must recertify. You must complete the rules test online, which will be open February 7th through the 24th, and attend 3 scrimmages that are on self-assigned through arbiter. Once again, the Athletic Association State Rules Clinic is online, available February 7th through the 24th. It can be accessed through nchsaa.org. Clicking the Officials tab at the top, click the Education and Clinics in the orange banner on the left side, and then click the baseball sport. View the presentation in its entirety, and make sure you complete the attestation form after watching the presentation. Your eligibility requirement will be updated through the Athletic Association upon completion. Again, the concussion course certification must be completed on a date after May 17th, 2021. NFHS Central Hub, the Courses tab, the Concussion link, and then Concussion Course link. Additionally, there is a concussion link on the main page of Capital Area Baseball's arbiter site. The rules test date, again, open February 7th through February 24th. It's unlimited time. 5 breaks are allowed. Open rule book test, and it's 100 questions. It can be accessed through Dragonfly. You must score a 75 or better to be eligible for regular season games. You must score an 80 or better to be eligible for postseason games. Make sure you keep your blockout dates up to date in arbiter from now through the end of May. The season starts Monday, February 28th. Make sure you accept or decline your games through arbiter. And after accepting games, please make sure you are contacting your partner either by email, by text, or by phone call. All scrimmages will be self-assigned through arbiter. You need to do your best to get 3 scrimmages in. We understand weather will be an issue this year, as it always is, but please make every effort to attend at least 3 scrimmages. Newer guys, very important. That's your best chance to be able to get on the field and get experience. All umpires will need to be in full uniform with full equipment for all scrimmages, prepared to work the plate or the bases. The uniform that we are using this year will continue to be as it has in the past years. Most importantly, all umpires must match. Black shoes, black socks, gray slacks, and a black belt. Numerous questions have been asked about what color gray. The preference would probably be charcoal gray, but heather gray is acceptable. If they're really faded out, I would suggest replacing them and getting something different. But a charcoal gray or heather gray pair of slacks will be okay. Black shirt or pullover, a black undershirt, black hat, black ball bag, if both umpires or all umpires have black. If you're wearing the black, there's three primary styles of black shirts available. Make sure whichever style is being used, all umpires have that same style shirt. No logos on any shirts, no logos on any hats, and no logos on any pullovers. The other alternative is to wear navy blue. Navy blue shirt or pullover, a navy blue undershirt, a navy blue hat, navy blue ball bag. Again, no logos. All umpires must match. We cannot have someone in black and someone else in blue. So be ready for all situations. No long sleeve shirt showing under your short sleeve shirt or a short sleeve pullover. If it's cold enough to wear long sleeves, make sure you're wearing a long sleeve outer shirt or a long sleeve pullover. Do not have a long sleeve undershirt visible underneath your regular shirt. The equipment that you'll need, particularly for plate work, shin guards, chest protector, and a mask. Your mask can be the traditional caged mask, or you can use the hockey style mask. Throat protector. Most masks have an integrated throat protector. If you want an additional extended throat protector, then that is acceptable. You'll need some way of holding your lineup card, so lineup holder, indicator, brush. A couple places to be able to get those equipment and uniforms from: gearref.com, online source that ships out of locally here in Raleigh. Their contact number 919-781-8353. If you get in touch with them, you may be able to arrange a local pickup instead of having to pay for shipping. Make sure you check their website for hours and call ahead of time. They do not have drop-by hours anymore. Also, Roger Rickman out of Fuquay is a supplier of equipment and uniforms. 919-696-6548. So call him, and he is very accommodating in meeting with you and helping you out with what you need. Couple online sources that I frequently use: jerrydavis.com and umpatire.com. There's other ones available as well. I have great success with those two. If you're interested in supporting a company that supports veterans and gives back to veterans, just remember Umpatire every year donates to the Wounded Warrior Umpire Fund all of their equipment and all of their uniforms. So it's a great company that gives back to the veterans in our country. As we start the new year of rules clinics, I always like to emphasize the importance of professionalism to experienced umpires, but especially new umpires getting into it, so that we can have the same expectation moving forward as we've had for the past 20 years. So the 7 things you see on the screen now are my opinion of 7 things that allow us to maintain a professional attitude. Accept assignments and contact your partner. So when you see your new assignments in Arbiter, don't let them sit in Arbiter unaccepted for a lengthy period of time. The likelihood is Ron will remove you from that assignment if you do not accept it by a certain time. If you're on the bases and your plate man does not contact you, then make sure you reach out and contact him a few days before the assignment. Be on time. On time is at least 30 minutes before game time, and I highly encourage 45 minutes. That gives you enough time to clean and polish your shoes if you need to. Make sure you have a good pregame conference with your partner, and it allows you to be prepared and not be rushed to get ready and get the game started. Each school or either each school system will determine their mask requirements. So whatever school you go to, we must follow their COVID protocol that they have set for us. Be in proper uniform. Your proper uniform needs to be a neat uniform, not wrinkly, not dirty. So that's the professionalism part of it. We need to pass the eye test when we walk onto the field. Be respectful toward all players and all coaches, especially anything you may post on social media. Again, be an adult about that. Make sure you're really careful about what you say and what you post when it comes toward comments about coaches, players, teams, anything of that nature. As the game progresses, know where you're supposed to be on calls and hustle as hard as you can to get there. So be in the best position possible you can to make your calls. And then item number 7, when things do go a little sideways, be calm, keep your composure, and as we have discussions and confrontations with coaches, they're going to be fired up. We cannot be. We need to be calm and help de-escalate that situation. Coaches yell at us and we yell back at them. No one wins. So we need to help calm them down. Our job to do everything we can to keep them in the game. So be calm, keep our composure, and de-escalate confrontations. To continue ideas of professionalism, while we are on school grounds, we need to adhere to a no tobacco policy. Not just a dip or chewing tobacco. Cigarettes falls in that same policy. It is a bad representation if we walk on the field smelling like cigarette smoke. It's bad if we walk on the field with residue of dip in our teeth or in our gums, and that's something that Ron cannot defend. So when he has a coach or an AD contact him asking about why his umpires is coming onto the field with residue of tobacco in their teeth, he cannot defend that and explain why that's happening. So part of professionalism, no tobacco products on school grounds before or immediately after the game. And when emergencies do come up, call Ron first. If he's able to get a replacement, that's great. If it's last minute, you call Ron to let him know that an emergency has come up and you have to leave a message, then do your best to find a replacement if you cannot get in touch with Ron. If you're able to find a replacement, then call Ron again to let him know what you've been able to work out. Additionally, call your partner to let your partner know and expect that someone different may be working the game, or he may have to work the game by himself. But make sure you do everything you can to try to reach out to Ron first, get a replacement, and then follow up with Ron again. To help get started with the 2022 season, read through rule number 1 in the rule book so you can be familiar with terminology, especially for test-taking purposes. There's very little in rule number 1 that will affect the way we umpire a baseball game, but there will be numerous things in rule number 1 that will help you answer test questions correctly. Read rule number 2 so you can learn, understand, and be able to apply the definitions. A lot of rule interpretations that we experience comes down to what is the real definition of words that are in the situation that's in the play. So if you know the definition of key words, that will help you work through how that rule is correctly interpreted and how we can explain to coaches when they come out to question something. So read through rule number 1, read through rule number 2, and when you attend your local clinics in person, if you have any questions about those 2 rules, be prepared to ask your clinic leaders those questions. In closing, please make sure you complete the attestation form at the link in the description box below the video.